Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Please Act Right. Single moms can sue male babysitters for child support. What? Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow time.
Times are not the same. We do have to look at this realistically. And the truth of the matter is that nearly anything related to females these days has the potential for danger.
Hey, this is Raul of Please Act Right. I just recently did a video about paternity by estoppel, which means that a single mother could sue a man that she's dating for child support for a child she had with another man.
That was a crazy
If you're
one.
single and you're a man dating single mothers, if you haven't seen that video yet, you might want to check it out. I put the link in the description box below. Well, it gets a little deeper. Now you can get sued as a man who watches a single mother's child as a favor to her, meaning she doesn't pay you. There's a woman that asked in the comments section of a video if she could sue her responsible male neighbor for child support who watched her kid every now and then and didn't take money for it. Take a listen to Dennis Sperling, who is a lawyer, speaking about that matter.
You don't think women are thinking about this? Let's read this post. Can you make a male babysitter pay child support? I'm a single mom going to college with my sister. We currently rent an apartment together. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my neighbor, a trustworthy guy, if he could watch the kids for 2 hours. Well, I went to class and my sister wasn't home and he agreed. If he babysits and doesn't accept pay, can I sue him for child support because he took on a fatherly role? I'm sure I can convince the court that he accepted the fatherly role.
This is how disgusting women nature is, guys. Share this with everyone. Anyone that ever still praises women, praises single mothers. This is the type of dirty, underhanded, disgusting shit that they do or are even thinking about doing.
So basically what I'm saying is, if you're not careful, you could get caught up in a situation where you could have a judge, a woman sue you. Yes. And so the answer, her first question, can you sue him? Yes, you can sue him. Now, can you get a lawyer to sue him? That's going to be based on whether or not a lawyer feels like there's a good faith claim. I'm telling you guys, there's a judge out there.
Oh, yeah.
That will say, well, this case, we're not going to dismiss it on summary judgment. We're going to let it go to trial. Everybody deserves their day in court. And you got to pay for that. And heaven forbid you say, I'm out of money. And your lawyer says, well, you know, maybe you can settle. And then you end up paying child support for a child that's not yours. Or you go to a jury trial, you get a judgment, and it's either favorable or unfavorable, and it gets appealed. So now you're caught up in a situation where you're paying.
Our court system is completely trash. It was trash with the estoppel thing. It's super trash with this thing. Men just helping take care of kids in the neighborhood or whatever it is now can get sued for child support. Women told men, oh, you should be helping raise kids in the neighborhood. You should be helping doing these things. You should be, especially in the black community. A lot of black women say this. And now this is the type of shit you want to pull on black men? Or is this the type of shit you want to pull on men after they, finally accept it? They might be willing to help raise some kids or, to help out their community. Now you just trashed your whole community this way with this type of shit.
Money. Imagine spending 7 years in your 20s or 30s while you're trying to build yourself up. And your money is going to pay for some case for child support for a kid that's not yours. Imagine how much of a drain that would be on you.
That's crazy.
And that's why I'm just telling you, young men, older men, every man, just be aware.
Women doing this type of garbage is yet another reason why so many of us men don't want to be bothered dating single mothers. No matter which way a man goes with women in Western society, there's always some woman setting up a trap for him. The biggest issue I have is they'll do all these different things to try to get money from men that they didn't have the children with. But the men that they had the children with, they let them off the hook.
Right?
It's getting to the point where you can't do anything from women in Western culture anymore.
You can't. I just did that video of that stupid passport sis that just enraged me. I didn't send her any money or anything, but she had some of my support, and I did a video on her. Never again.
that by the year 2030, the majority of women will be single and childless. Now you can add to the list that they're not going to get any help from men altogether.
Yep.
They say women can do everything a man can do, and they can do it by themselves. And that's exactly what's going to happen here in the near future. Remember when women were going on TikTok and showing that they could change tires all by themselves? But then there were women complaining that when they got a flat tire, men wouldn't help them. Remember the chick who took the guy to court because she claimed they had a bad date and tried to sue him for $10,000?
No, the last time we spoke, the last time we were in court, I never changed anything. It's just that he was not properly served. So I had to get an address for him in order for him to be properly served. That's what was the last incident that transpired, was for me to get a correct address for him.
Mr. Jordan, let me just ask you this. Are you planning to represent yourself on this?
I to be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated
when did he testify to something that he lied about?
And if you haven't seen that video yet, I put that link in the description box below too. A lot of us men have already started ignoring women when we're out in public because we have no idea how she's going to respond if we say anything to them.
Let's take a quick poll. By a show of hands, in the past year, how many of you all have walked by a black woman and just kept looking forward in the past year? Damn. Okay. How many of y'all have done it more than once in the past year? All right. How many of y'all have done it more than 5 times in the past year? Damn. How many of y'all make this a normal practice when you see black women on the street? Instead of saying, "What's up, sister," or even acknowledging her presence, y'all just walk by and look straight.
Yeah.
That's a fucking normal practice. God damn. Ladies, this is the climate you created.
And I too will admit, when I'm out and about, when I walk past a black woman, I do not acknowledge that she's even in my presence, unless they speak to me first, which does happen from time to time. Other than that, I mind my own business and quietly keep it moving.
Sadly, some women are beginning to think this way. And the way the court system is going these days, I wouldn't trust anyone. It seems as if anything is possible where there's a dollar and a dream.
Yeah,
all one
seriously.
has got to do is find an eager attorney and a judge that wants to make a point. Despite all the boss bee stuff we hear about online, many women out here are getting desperate. We see what's going on in the world. Times are getting tough for a lot of folks. The cost of living is sky high, and many can't make ends meet. And for a number of women, they're looking toward men as that supplemental income. It almost seems as if men are the new side hustle. It's not like back in the old days.
Isn't that crazy? We're the side hustle for women, guys. That was a good statement. Damn. Now that I think about it.
Where stepdads weren't dragged financially. You see, we can't have nice things anymore.
Nope.
I remember growing up as a kid, there was like a dude down the block. He was like a father to all the boys that didn't have dads. He would teach them mechanic skills and how to build things. Today, a man like that.
And this is the type of things that the black community asks for men to do. But now, if men were to do this, they can be liable for child support, or even then just get sued until he can't pay anymore. Then he ends up paying child support no matter what, because court systems are trash against men.
That could be sued by a multitude of women for taking on a fatherly role.
Right?
Times are not the same.
Nope.
We do have to look at this realistically. And the truth of the matter is that nearly anything related to females these days has the potential for danger.
We know.
Be sure to share this video with every man you know, especially single men, so they don't get caught up and catch a case from one of these trifling single mothers. This is sad for single mothers with good intentions, because the bad single mothers are causing all women in Western culture to self-destruct right before our very own eyes. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week.
Shout outs to Raul. More reasons, boys, to never even touch or even look your way at a single mother. Never help, never do anything for single mothers. We didn't create this, guys. We didn't create this. The women created this when they were pandering to laws and making laws, stupid laws like this. Just leave them alone. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.